It's summer, it's hot. Most of us are spending a lot of time in the sun and in the water, but all that fun, well, it could be damaging our hair, causing discoloration, brittle hair, split ends, just to name a few things, and maybe even hair loss. Joining us right now is Dr. Michael Wolfeld. Nice to have you here on Good Day New York.
Very nice to have you
So
here.
I do notice, I don't know if it's because we're in the middle of the fourth heat wave for the summer, but my hair is very dry.
Right. So the sun, the dry air, the heat, all that can dry out your hair, can damage your hair. So it's really important to really keep your hair hydrated, to protect your scalp from the sun, wearing hats, wearing sunscreen in your scalp. All these things are really important to keep your hair, to keep your scalp and hair protected and hydrated.
So another thing that women don't like to talk about but happens to them, thinning hair.
Right.
Is there anything that you can do to help the regrowth?
Absolutely. So there are products out there that help to stabilize and can help to thicken your hair. As women and men age, it's natural that hair thins, and there's things to do to combat this, to really help to thicken the hair and slow down the thinning process.
I mean, if you're bald, this is not going to work, right?
Right. You have to still have hair.
Right. You still have to have hair.
Right.
So let's go through some of these products that you have here.
Sure.
Where do you want to start?
We could start on this end.
This end?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Nutrafol. It's a all-natural supplement. There are clinical studies that help to show the benefit of it. It's taken orally. There's different types of Nutrafol for men, women, or women of different age groups. And it can really help to nourish your hair, thicken your hair, and give you full, healthy looking hair.
I looked at what's in there. I mean, it's basically vitamins. Is there anything else in here? Can you get sick from this stuff?
Generally not. I mean, you shouldn't take more than the recommended dosage.
Right.
It's vitamins, it's all natural, and it's over the counter.
Now, should you be taking that in conjunction with anything else? Should you be doing anything else with taking Nutrafol?
So I think in conjunction, there's other medical treatments that can help to thicken your hair.
Okay.
The more you do, the better for your hair. They do work by different mechanisms.
Right.
So I wouldn't take any other vitamin supplements necessarily unless your physician recommends that you do. But these other treatments, I think, can be helpful for your hair.
All right, let's talk about it. Rogaine, it's been around a very long time.
It has been around a very long time, so there's different formulations. It is FDA approved to help to thicken your hair. There's a solution and a foam formulation. The solution, the higher percentage is 5%. That's really for men. And then there's a foam formulation that's really made for women, but it is FDA approved and can help.
A friend of mine was using the man's version, and I was like, why are you doing that? Is that okay?
So that is okay. So I have a lot of women in my practice that use the 5% solution, the men's version, and it's helpful. It can really help to thicken the hair. Sometimes it can irritate the scalp for women if they use the higher percentage, and if so, I would tell them just to lower it to the lower percentage.
Any risks for using Rogaine, or a product like Rogaine?
Very minimal. Sometimes it can irritate the scalp. Very rarely can cause hair growth in other places, but it's generally a very well tolerated treatment.
And once you stop using it, then do you go back to losing your hair?
That's the thing. With any of the treatments, you have to continue to use it to maintain the benefits. So if you did stop using it, you would start to lose hair to go back to where you would have been if you hadn't been taking it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me about the shampoo.
So this is Nizoral shampoo. It's over the counter. The main ingredient is what's called ketoconazole. It's an anti-inflammatory type of ingredient that can help with dandruff or flaky scalp, but it's been shown that it may help to thicken your hair as well.
Really?
Yeah, it is over the counter. You can use it 2 or 3 times a week, and it may help as well.
So when you say thicken the hair, does that mean regrow hair or make it appear to look like it's thicker?
Right, great question. So it's not actually regrowing new hair that you have lost, but the actual hair that's on your scalp, the strands, those can thicken up. So that's what thickening the hair, so it makes it look fuller and less scalp show.
So what's the difference between this and, say, a Rogaine?
So Rogaine is more effective, and there's more research behind it. Rogaine is going to be more effective to use on a daily basis rather than Nizoral, but Nizoral is something that can be used in conjunction.
All right, Doc, what's this last product over here?
So another treatment that we do in the office is what's called Keravive. It's a exfoliation of your scalp. So with the summer weather, with the heat, with the products that people put in their scalp, there's buildup. So it uses a vortex technology to really clean out your scalp. And then there's some biomimetic, which is synthetic growth factors and peptides that can be infused that may help to give you fuller looking hair as well.
So the bottom line is there are things that you can do at home, over the counter, to make your hair look thicker or possibly even grow hair.
Absolutely. There's over-the-counter treatments. There's in-office treatments like the Caravive. I also see a lot of patients for platelet-rich plasma, or PRP.
Oh yeah, how does that work?
So it's a treatment that really does help. I see a lot of patients, men and women, in my office for it. There's a blood draw. The blood gets processed, and we concentrate the platelet-rich plasma portion of the blood. That has a lot of growth factors, natural growth factors, that are then injected into the scalp, and that can help to thicken your hair.
And how many times do you have to do that?
So it's variable, it depends on the person. Usually, a few times in the first 6 months to a year, and then it can be spaced out 2 or 3 times a year.
All right, Dr. Michael Wolfeld, where can people find you?
So my website is wolfeldhair.com, and my Instagram is at Dr. Wolfeld.
And you're in the city?
I am in the city, close by.
All right.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. We're going to head to the city's only elevated beauty farm. We're going to take you to Brooklyn Rooftop